Well, this happened. So, yeah, here we are. Giannis has signed the supermax contract, 5 years, $228 million extension, and yeah. So I've not uploaded on the channel in a while, but I figured this warrants a video. So yeah, Giannis Antetokounmpo just signed $228 million supermax contract over the next 5 years from the Milwaukee Bucks. So technically, he's a Buck for the next 6 years. There is an opt-out option in 2025 though, so he might not have that. He might not be playing that 6 year as a Buck if things don't go well. But if things go well, he'll be staying around. But this video will just kind of be talking about where I stand on this. Kind of how I think this will affect the Bucks and the NBA in general. So yeah. First off, guys, let's start off with how it'll affect the NBA. First off, it'll greatly affect next year's free agency. Next year's free agency was supposed to be a stacked free agency, and it still is. But without Giannis, that'll change a lot of things. I think we still got Kawhi Leonard. But yeah, it's still a pretty stacked free agency class. But it did have Giannis up until today. No longer has Giannis, which he was definitely the best player in that free agency class. So yeah, I know a lot of teams have been keeping cap for the 2021 free agency, and I mean, still a good idea too. But now one less team is going to have a player to sign. A super max or a max player to sign because Giannis is not on the table anymore. So that's basically just how it affects the league. It's not huge. We kind of all saw it coming, at least as this offseason happened, and they traded for Drew Holiday and stuff like that. But, yeah, honestly for me, though, I think Giannis is kind of making a little bit of a mistake doing this. Obviously, he got his paycheck, and it's amazing for the Bucks. First off, just for the Bucks, it's great because, well, they have Giannis for the next guaranteed 5, maybe 6 years, which is crazy. They're gonna have probably who will soon be the best player in the league, unless LeBron just never regressed, which is the point we're going at right now. He might never regress, but yeah. So Giannis is easily a top 3 player in the league. Probably second best player in my opinion. So yeah, like back-to-back MVP. So this is amazing for the Bucks. Obviously, they are a small market team who will not be able to sign anyone in free agency if they lose Giannis. Like, the only way they're ever gonna get back to winning championships, and they've only ever won one championship, and it's because they drafted superstar Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And now they have a shot at winning a championship after they drafted superstar Giannis. They have never ever won on free agents. Obviously, because Milwaukee is a pretty small market compared to markets like Boston and LA. So players are not naturally attracted to going to Milwaukee. But I think what we're all here for this video is, what does it mean for Giannis? No one cares what it means for the league. Very few people care what it means for the Bucks. Here's what it means for Giannis. I think he's actually making a little bit of a mistake. I'm saying to Giannis, right? Let it ride out this season. See how it goes. If it completely flops, at least you're free next year. If it doesn't flop, just re-sign. I mean, obviously, I think he'd make less money, but still, like, come on, it's only like a couple $1 million, which sounds like a lot, but when you're making that much money, it's really not too much. But yeah, like, I don't really know. I feel like he should have waited to see how this Drew Holiday thing goes. I think it's a guarantee that they'll be better, but like they'll be able to beat teams like the Heat and the Raptors, right? Like they're not getting eliminated by a team like the Heat or the Raptors. The problem is, what happens when you just play a team that's better than you? I think most of us probably didn't consider the Raptors or the Heat at the time better than the Milwaukee Bucks, but they were both able to handle them quite quickly. So what I'm saying is, right, they'll be able to make it through teams like that, right? They're not going to get upset in the playoffs, but the problem is they are not the number 1 favorites. Let's put it that way. Ahead of them, you've got teams like the Lakers. Probably even the Clippers are still ahead of them. And I mean, it's not like this one Drew Holiday thing makes them super team. You know, they're gonna win a championship in the next 5 years. Like, they might not even make a finals appearance in the next 5 years, depending on how the Nets turn out, and how, yeah. Like, I feel like there's a chance they don't even make the final. I mean, they're probably gonna make the finals at least once. But then once you make those finals, right, you got to compete with LeBron and AD, and you're still just Giannis, an all-star, and then a borderline all-star. I know Drew Holiday's great, one of the most underrated players in the league, but still, like, you've got a superstar, an all-star, and a borderline all-star going up against two superstars and a really nice bench and stuff. Yeah, so, like, this supermax completely saves the Bucks because they gave up a lot of picks, and obviously now that they're holding on to these, or that they don't have picks, they need a way to just stay towards the top, because if they lost Giannis, they were going way down for a long time, but they were able to re-sign Giannis. But for Giannis, I think he might be making a little bit of a mistake, guys. There's a chance that he's just stuck here for the next 5 years, being a very good team, but never getting over that hump and winning a championship. Now, I'm not saying there's no way the Bucks win a championship. I'm just saying for the foreseeable future, they are not the number one favorites at this point, meaning that, you know, there's a chance that they just don't win anything, and then it'll be like Giannis could have gone somewhere, like, I don't know, somewhere next year and probably have won a championship. So, yeah, I don't know if there's much else to say. Hopefully this video is coming out pretty soon. Probably only like an hour delayed, hopefully. But, yeah. So, basically to summarize this, for the league, this will make next year's free agency class a little bit less interesting. For the Bucks, this saves them, because if they lost Giannis, they were going to be stuck for the foreseeable future in terrible land, and without their draft picks, they weren't going to be able to do anything. And, yeah, as far as for Giannis, though, he might be making a mistake, because, you know, it's, you know, there's a chance that they still don't win anything in these next 5 years. And, yeah, so I guess that is all. If you guys did enjoy, please hit that like button and subscribe. I'm just starting out this NBA channel, trying to, you know, get it started, and, you know, when you like the video, I know you guys like it and you want to see more. Hopefully there should be a lot more videos coming out soon. It's been kind of weird lately with school and stuff, but this holiday break, hopefully I'll be getting loads of videos out to start the NBA season. But, yeah, if you guys enjoy, I already said that part. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.